On this channel, I have made a lot of videos talking about college football awards and what happened to some of the winners in the past 10 years. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at a position that you either love because it's going great or you hate it because it's not going so great, and that's none other than the kicker position. And I'm going to be taking a look at the Lou Groza Award, which is given every year to the best college football kicker. And obviously, I'm going to be taking a look at what happened to the past 10 winners since they won the award. As usual, before I move on, remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's get into it. The first player I'm going to be talking about in today's video was the 2012 winner from Tulane, Cairo Santos. In the 2012 season, Cairo made 96% of his extra points and 100% of his field goal attempts. In his career as a member of the Wave, he made 97% of his extra points and 78% of his field goals. He won the Lou Groza Award in 2012, and he was a first-team All-American in 2013. In the 2014 NFL Draft, he would go undrafted, but he would end up signing with the Kansas City Chiefs. Santos has played in the NFL from 2014 to 2021. He has played with the Kansas City Chiefs, Chicago Bears, Los Angeles Rams, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Tennessee Titans. He is primarily known for his time with the Kansas City Chiefs and Chicago Bears in the beginning and later part of his career, as the times with Los Angeles, Tampa Bay, and Tennessee weren't necessarily considered the best times of his career. Overall, when looking at the entire aspect of his time in the NFL up to this point, he has been a pretty good kicker, as he's made 96.6% of his extra points and about 84% of his field goals. Santos is currently with the Chicago Bears heading into 2022. In 2013, the winner was one of the best kickers all time in college football, Roberto Aguayo. In the year that he won the award, he made 100% of his extra points and nearly 96% of his field goals, only missing one field goal on the year. And to finish out his career at Florida State, Roberto Aguayo, he was lights out on the extra points, 100% made in his career, and he really rarely ever missed a kick from far out, as he made 88.5% of his field goals that he attempted, and he attempted 78 of them, making 69%. He would declare his name for the 2016 NFL Draft, and he was drafted really high, especially for a special teams player. He was taken in the second round by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Being a second round pick as a kicker, your expectations are going to be high. Unfortunately for Roberto Aguayo, he had a disappointing rookie year in 2016 for Tampa Bay. He made 94% of his extra points, only missing 2 of them. However, he only made 71% of his field goals. After a disappointing rookie season, going into his second year in Tampa Bay, they had a kicking competition, and Roberto Aguayo, he would not end up winning it, and he got released in the 2017 preseason. Shortly after being released, he would spend time with the Bears and Panthers, both on their practice squads, for a very short time during the 2017 season. His next opportunity would be with the LA Chargers, where he actually had a very strong preseason campaign. However, he would not make the final roster. That would be his last NFL opportunity until 2020 with the New England Patriots, but nothing really would ever come of that either. On to 2014, the winner was Maryland kicker Brad Craddock. Brad Craddock won the award in 2014, in which in 12 games played, he made 95% of his field goals, only missing 1, and made 100% of his extra point attempts. Overall in his career at Maryland, he was very consistent and a top kicker in college football. In the 2016 NFL Draft, he went undrafted, and he would sign as an undrafted free agent with the Cleveland Browns. However, that's pretty much as far as he made it, as he never made the final roster, and that was the last team that he signed with. In 2015, the winner was UCLA kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn. In his career at UCLA, he made 97% of his extra points and 76% of his field goal attempts. In the year that he won the award in 2015, he made 100% of his extra points and 83% of his field goals. In the 2016 NFL Draft, he would end up going undrafted, but he would sign with the Houston Texans, where he's been with them since 2016 and has been their starting kicker. In his career in the NFL with the Texans, he has been a good kicker for the most part, as he's made 84% of his field goals and 91% of his extra points in his career. Next up, in 2016, the award winner was Arizona State kicker Zane Gonzalez. In his career as a Sun Devil, he made 97% of his extra point attempts and 83% of his field goal attempts. In the year that he won the award in 2016, he made 97% of his extra point attempts and 92% of the field goals that he attempted in 2016. In the 2017 NFL Draft, he was taken in the 7th round by the Cleveland Browns. To start off his NFL career with the Browns, he would play in 18 games as a member of their team. However, he did have some ups and downs, and he ultimately struggled most of the time with his field goal attempts. As he made 90% of his extra points as a member of the Browns, he only made 68% of his field goal attempts. After getting waived by the Cleveland Browns, he would sign with the Arizona Cardinals, where he would spend 5 games with them in 2018, all the way up to 2020 as their main kicker. In his career as an Arizona Cardinal, he was a lot better than he was as a Brown, as he made 96% of his extra points and 82% of his field goal attempts. Gonzalez would be released in the 21 offseason, and he would sign with the Detroit Lions, but he would not make it past the preseason. Then he got his shot with the Carolina Panthers for 2021, where ultimately he would have his best year of his NFL career, as he would make a career high of 91% of his field goal attempts and 96% of his extra points. In 2017, the winner was Utah kicker Matt Gay. In his career as at Utah, he made 100% of his extra points and 86% of his field goal attempts. In the year that he won the award, he made 100% of his extra points and 88% of his field goal attempts. When talking about him in the NFL Draft, he would go on to be drafted in the 5th round of the 2019 NFL Draft by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Matt Gay would only play 1 season as a Buccaneer in 2019, where he made 89% of his extra point attempts and 77% of his field goal attempts. He would not make the team going into the season, and after he was released, he would sign with the Indianapolis Colts as a member of their practice squad and would eventually sign with the LA Rams. He would sign with the Rams midway through the 2020 season, and this would be his big break, as he's been with the Rams since 2020, and since then, in his career there, he has made 92% of his field goals and 98.5% of his extra point attempts. He's also made a Pro Bowl and is now a Super Bowl champion. In 2018, the winner was Syracuse kicker Andre Szmyt. Now, Szmyt won this award in his first year kicking at Syracuse as a freshman. In 13 games played, he made 100% of his extra point attempts and 88% of his field goal attempts. He's actually still with Syracuse today going into 2022, and his career with the Orange, he has made 97.5% of his extra point attempts and 82% of his field goal attempts. Going on to 2019, the winner was Rodrigo Blankenship, Georgia kicker. In that season, he made 100% of his extra points and 82% of his field goal attempts. In his career as a Bulldog, he never missed 1 extra point attempt, making 100% of his extra point attempts in a total of 200 out of 200. On the field goal side of things, he was really good as well, as he made 82.5%, only missing 17 kicks in 4 seasons. In the 2020 NFL Draft, Rodrigo Blankenship went undrafted, but shortly thereafter he signed with the Indianapolis Colts. As a rookie in 2020 with the Colts, he was their starting kicker for all 16 games and had a good season as a rookie, as he made 96% of his extra point attempts and 87% of his field goal attempts. In 2021, he was limited to 5 games, as he would end up injuring his hip and being placed on injury reserve. In that season, he made 88% of his extra point attempts and 79% of his field goal attempts. On to 2020, the winner was Miami kicker Jose Borregales. Before his time at Miami, he was actually a 3-year starting kicker at FIU. In his 3 years at Florida International, he made 98% of his extra points and 76% of his field goal attempts. In his 1 season at Miami, he took home the Lou Groza Award for the best kicker, and in this 1 season, he made 100% of his extra points and 91% of his field goals that he attempted. In the 2021 NFL Draft, Jose would end up going undrafted, where he would sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and in the 2021 NFL season, he was on the practice squad. On to the last player in today's video. The winner in 2021 was Michigan kicker Jake Moody. In this season, he made every one of his extra point attempts and made 92% of the field goals that he attempted. In his career up to this point, he's made every one of his extra point attempts and 82% of the field goals he's attempted. He is currently still with Michigan heading into 2022 and is seen as one of the top kickers in the nation. Will he win the award again in 2022? Well guys, if you made it this far in the video, drop something down in the comment section below what videos you want to see next. And before you head out, remember to smash that like button, turn on those post notifications, and subscribe if you haven't already. B. Kelly out.